There we go, right there. That's what I want to get to. Hey, y'all. It's pep rally. It's pep rally. What's going on, Tanya? Hey. Hey, Mink Love. Hey, Blessed Dot Favorite. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, y'all. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Kyler. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, May. Hey, y'all. Good morning. It's Pep Rally Friday. Hey, Kendra. What's up? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's going on? Hey, Madeline. How you doing? Hey, Kendra. Good morning. Hey, Gina. Hey, Sonia. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Hey, Shira. Hey, Dawn. How you doing? How's everybody feel? It's Pep Rally Friday. Y'all know what's up with that. You love my coffee mug? Thank you. It has a D on it. If you can see it in gold. I think one of my girls gave this to me for my birthday with my sister. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's Pep Rally Friday. And traditionally on Pep Rally Friday, this is the day that we use to encourage one another, right? And this is the day that we use to speak our I am statements out loud. Good morning, Keish, and good morning, Keisha. This is the day that we speak God's word behind an I am. Happy Pep Rally Friday, y'all. Y'all remember in school how you used to have pep rallies, and when you would have a pep rally, I love the pep rally, especially because we would get out of class, we would have that break, and it'll hype us up because we would have a game at the end of the day, right? And then we may have like a guest that come in, but they're gonna play some music, they're gonna bring out the team and the cheerleaders, and it's just a moment that we get to fellowship, right? And I love Pep Rally Friday. Hey, CC Sugar Mama Clark, what's going on? It was always my favorite time or my favorite day of the week when I was in school. And so I wanted to make sure that we did the same thing on Pep Rally Friday in class. So as you're coming in and you're greeting your cousins and you tell them what's up, and as you're looking around and we're doing roll call and we notice those that aren't already in class, go ahead and get them, and then let's go ahead and put our I am statements in. Come on, I am minding my own business. I'm minding my own. I add the business onto it, Shamba, because I'm minding my own business. I am Grand Rising. Come on, let's go ahead and put our I am statements. TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube and Instagram. Those of you that are new, thank you for coming to class. This is Classes in Session, and this is what we do on a Pep Rally Friday. We put in our I am statement, so I need you to go ahead and participate. If you can hear my voice, then I need an I am statement from you. I am blessed. I am encouraged. I am the resolution. I am the problem solver. If there's a problem, God has called me to have the resolution. Come on now. Come on. I'm the lender and not the borrower. Mind my own business, ministries. I am living in my purpose. I am brave. I love it. I am better than blessed. Come on. Come on. TikTok on fire. TikTok say I am better than blessed. I am letting go of what no longer serves me. I love that. I love it. I love that. I am prosperous. I am full of resources. Come on. I am an overcomer. Period. I am in my new era. I am in my newness. I am new today. Hey, I love it. I love it. Come on now. I am chosen. Come on. Let's stretch our I ams. I am growing more and more. What else? Come on. But y'all know we got to sing a song. So as you're putting your I am statements in, let me give y'all good morning song. Let me give y'all song, right? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for your song? You ready? Here we go. Hello, 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 and how are you? Mighty fine, mighty fine, mighty fine, and so are you. Hello, 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 and how are you? Mighty fine, mighty fine, mighty fine, and so are you. Cause period. Cause I am new. I am basking in the light. Good morning, Reed. I am a representation of God's glory. Reed said, I am a representation of God's glory. I am growing financially blessed. I am ultimately blessed. I am everything God says I am. Come on. I am living in the land of plenty. Hey. And I lack no good thing. I am available for him to use. I am renewed. Hey. I am. Y'all know the purpose of the I am statements. When we state these I am statements, what happens is it has to go into creation. This morning, I was taking the girls to school. Before I take the girls to school, y'all know that we pray. And we began to do our affirmations in the morning. But before we even did that this morning, I was praying in my quiet time. And one of my prayers that I pray consistently, I draw the circle around all the time, is God, protect my kids, keep them safe from hurt, harm, and danger. It's important that we take notice. It's important that we take notice of our prayers being answered. Hey, Mimi Curls. It is important that we don't just speak these prayers and then we don't take notice and then we don't have gratitude for them. And so this morning, as I was putting the girls out for school at the crosswalk and they began to walk through the crosswalk, a car comes down, or a big truck comes down, and this guy, older gentleman, he's driving super fast. And I had to honk the horn, right? So that the girls could pay attention and so that he could stop. And I began to get flustered, and wanted to go into this moment of rage, right, and upsetness. But I had to take a minute and say, God, I thank you for an answered prayer. I thank you for keeping my kids safe from hurt, harm, and danger. And so when you keep them from hurt, harm, and danger, I can't dwell on what didn't happen. Nothing happened. Yes, it alarmed me. Yes, there's possibilities. But in this season that we are speaking positive, in this season that we're no longer speaking idle words, right? We have to be mindful that we can't even sit in the what could have been, what may be, what should have been, what the possibilities were. I had to just rejoice in the fact that God answered a prayer. You see what I'm saying? I had to rejoice in the fact that he keeps my kids safe from hurt, harm, and danger. I had to rejoice in the fact that I am a prayer warrior. I had to rejoice in the fact that my words do have power. Come on. I love it. I love it. I love these I am. I am sound-minded in Christ. As you're putting in your I am statements, I want you to say them out loud. I want you to declare them out loud. And if something that your cousin is putting in, if it resonates with you, I want you to go ahead and say that out loud too. I am reclaiming the blessing of my youth. I am abundantly wealthy and healthy. Come on. I want you to say them out loud, because now what you're doing is you're training your mind. You're training your subconscious. You're training your mouth to get in alignment with what God says about you. I am the best wife. I am aware of my mouth. Come on. I'm a masterpiece. I am restored. I am the best. Come on. I am victorious. I'll be the one to say it. I am all that in a bag of chips. I am. I am decided. I am decided. I am reparenting my inner child. Shauna says, I am reparenting my inner child. That's deep. I am a rich mama, somebody says. Period. I am keeping my commitments. I am mindful of my words. I love it. I am a business owner. Come on, y'all. I am joyful. As y'all know, that we're reading the book. It's called the 40-Day Prayer Challenge, Draw the Circle. I am worthy of being loved correctly, somebody says. I love it. Think about that. I am worthy of being loved correctly. It's important that you put all the right words in place, because you could say I am worthy of being loved, but the way that you desire to be loved may not be the way that somebody else wants to give it. And so when you say I am worthy of being loved correctly, come on now. I don't miss a thing. In the book, right, that we're reading, the 40-day prayer challenge and draw the circle, it's talking about, I think I'm on day 38. If I've skipped ahead, I'm sorry. The book just got that good to me. But Matthew 18:18, and it says, whatever you so bind in heaven or on earth shall be bound in heaven. And whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Right? And so what the book is telling us today is that our words not only have power, but we have authority. We have authority over the things that are in the land. And whatever we loose here, baby, it has to be loosed in heaven. And whatever we bind here, to bind something means there's a contract. Means it can't go. So I bind any activity that's negative. I bind any words that are against me. I bind any people that are against me. I bind a lack. Come on, what do you bind on today? What do you bind on this Pep Rally Friday? I bind being stuck. I bind being stubborn. What do you bind? Because whatever you bind here on earth is also bound in heaven. And whatever you loose here is also loosed in the heavens. I loose open opportunity and I loose open doors. I loose love. I go free to love. Right? I loose God's protection. Well, come on, tell me what you bind and what you loose. And I need you to say it out loud. What you bind here. I ain't got time for that, right? I ain't got time for that worry and stress, so I bind it. I bind confusion. Come on now. I bind negative thoughts and manifest. I know that's right. I bind matching energies and I loose staying peaceful. I bind matching your energy and I loose staying positive. I love it. I loose God's peace and guidance. I bind stress and worry. I bind every emotion that comes from my trauma. You better hear, girl. I loose love. Come on. I bind confusion. What do you bind and what do you loose? I bind rebellion, lack, unforgiveness, and I loose obedience, abundance, and forgiveness. Hey, I bind anxiety. I bind idleness. I love it. Remember that your words have power and you have authority. You can tell that thing. The Bible says it like this. You can tell that mountain to move out of your way. I can tell that thing to move out of my way. I loose my school money, someone says. I bind feeling not being enough. I bind confusion and I loose peace and joy for myself and my kids. Come on. I bind ignorance, someone says. That's big. That's heavy. And I love it. I love it. I bind being stuck. I loose love, empathy, and favor. I bind fear and brokenness. I bind anger and I loose love. I love it. Keep it going, y'all. I bind being stuck. That's not my portion. I bind, someone says, depression and suicidal thoughts from my children. And come on. I bind letting my emotions be defined by others. That's good. That's good. Come on now. Y'all getting it. Y'all getting it. I love this. I love this. I love it. I bind fear and I loose faith. Come on. Y'all getting it. Y'all in there. Y'all in the pocket. Because what y'all are doing now is y'all calling those things that aren't as though they were. I bind poverty. Come on. And I loose abundance in my life. Come on. I bind dysfunction. I love it. I love it. You have authority. Can I tell y'all something? Can I give y'all a word today? Because you're changing your prayer life. Because you're changing your words. And because you're changing your mindset. God is saying it's time for you. It's time. It's time. I love it, Keisha. I bind autism and I loose complete healing to my son and his emotions. Come on. I love it. I love it. I bind those things that aren't in agreement with God's words. God said it's time The old chapter is closing and you're moving into a new era. Remember, I told y'all back in September that this season now, this space, it's called a new era. It's a period of time that we've entered into. It's not just a season. See, the difference in seasons and eras is a season go and it comes, right? It stays for about 2 or 3 months. Y'all know, and we can see how the leaves are falling because it's fall. When there's a season in your life, there's a small period of time. Perhaps God is trying to teach you something in that season, or perhaps it's harvest time in that season, but it's only for a small period of time. Hear me. When you have moved into an era of your life, it's for an extended period of time. It's for years. It's for a longer period of time. And so God said that you're moving into a new era of favor and a new era of grace. Hear me. I need you to catch it and I need you to receive it, because many of you have been displaced. Many of you have been in a place of confusion. Many of you have felt like you have been stuck and you have been bound to negative behavior. But the truth of the matter is, God said that this is a new era for you. He said, because you have been committed now. Listen, because you are intentional about your prayer life, because you are now intentional about your words. He said, now you get it. You get it. You get it, Sonya. You get it. You get it for Shells Bells. You get it, Shamba. Come on, Keish. He said, you get it, because now you know that your mouth works for you and against you. He said, because now you can put your mouth in alignment. You no longer cause it to be stuck. You don't say on one thing, God, I'm blessed and highly favored, and then on this side, I just don't know how, I might as well give up. He said, because you are intentional about not speaking negative over your life and over your situation, because you're committed about not speaking an idle word over your life and over your situation. Get this. He said, because now you're committed to not giving out negative energy, jealous energy, stingy and selfish energy, because you are releasing those things, because you are casting those things on him, because you're casting those things on him. He said, now you've moved to a place where he can trust that you're going to do well. He said, you're not just going to go and bury that talent, right? He said, now I can trust that you're going to go and you're going to take it and you're going to allow me to multiply it. Because your mouth now is in alignment, because your spirit is getting in alignment. He said, so it's a new era. You're about to step into the greatest season of your life. I'm telling y'all. And y'all think just because it's November, it's the end of the year, right? Y'all think it's only because we got this month and the next month is done. God said that he's going to change things for you for the best. He said everything that you've been going through was working for your good, and he's about to prove it to you. He said nothing was lost. You didn't lose a thing. All of it was working together for your good. You may have experienced devastation this year. You may have experienced drought this year. You may have experienced stuckness. You may have lost your mama. You may have lost your job. You may have lost a relationship. Baby, he said, can I tell you something? When it's kingdom business, you have not lost a thing. You've gained everything. He said, I need you to open up your eyes and receive it now. Open up your eyes and receive it. There's not just doors that are opening. You have to walk into those doors. Come on. I love it. Somebody says, I bind alcohol addiction over myself and my family. Come on. Let's stand in agreement with these. I bind to no longer allow the enemy's distraction and hear my Father's voice instead. God said, because you about his business, he about your business. And life is about to get real, real good. In the words of my mom and my daddy said, betterer and betterer. My mama said it's going to get gooder and gooder. I need y'all to put that in the classroom. I need somebody to type that if you believe it, that life is about to get betterer and betterer. Or if you feel real good, put gooder and gooder in there. Life is about to change. Life is I'm going to go a step further. It ain't about to change. Life has changed. I need you to receive it. I need you to believe it. I need you to get into that. I need this entire class, if you got to stand with your hands in a place of a posture of receiving, because God said that it's about to get gooder and gooder for you. Hey, it's about to get betterer and betterer. You done rolled up in this thing. When you opened your eyes this morning, you didn't know, but you were opening up your eyes to your new life, to your prosperity, to your land of plenty. God is calling life to become in divine order. He's calling divine order back into your life. I know sometimes it felt in the past that you were confused. You didn't know if you was going or coming. You didn't know if you were supposed to go to the left or to the right. You just didn't know what you didn't know. One time the teacher asked my baby, do you have any questions? She said, I just don't know what I don't know. And some of you have been feeling like that. Some of you went to bed feeling like that last night. Like you just didn't know what you didn't know. Good morning, Kathy. Like you didn't know if you was going or coming, your left or right. He said that he's calling divine order back into your life. He's saying you finna get a real clear understanding. You finna get a clear understanding of what his promises are. You're about to get a clear understanding of what he meant for your life. You're about to understand where you're going. And you're going to be able to look back at that thing. You can bless your past and say, it was working for my good. I got chills. God said he's calling divine order back into your life. He's calling purpose. He's about to show you what's up, Shira. He said it wasn't in vain. It wasn't in vain. Let me give y'all something real quick. Go with me. I love it. Isaiah 61, it says, the spirit of sovereign God, Lord is upon me. The spirit of the sovereign Lord is upon me. For the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. It says he has sent me to comfort the brokenhearted and to proclaim that captives will be released and prisoners will be freed. I need you to receive this. If this is for you, I need you to receive it and say it's for me. If it ain't for you, that's fine. Give it to somebody else. Let them receive it. It says he has sent me to tell those who's mourning that the time of the Lord's favor has come. The time of the Lord's favor has come. He said, and with it, the day of God's anger against their enemies. To all whom mourn in Israel, he will give a crown for beauty. He will give a crown of beauty for ashes. Come on. God said, this is the season. Listen to me, TikTok. He said, this is the season that he's going to give you a crown of beauty for those ashes. You know what I'm talking about. He said, a joyous blessing instead of mourning. Hey, festive praise instead of despair. In the righteousness, they will be like great oaks. I want to read this from another translation because I like what it says. He says, I'll give you the crown of beauty instead of ashes. He said, I'm going to give you the oil of joy instead of mourning and a garment of praise. Some of y'all better start praising. I need you to put your garment of praise on. You may have woke up and not feeling your best. And he said, I need you to get into praise. It's Isaiah 61, 1 through 3. He says, put on your garment of praise. I need y'all to start moving into your gratitude and getting into your praise, because the moment that you start shouting and the moment that you start to accept that this is your new season, that this is your new era that you're in, and that you need to shout, even if you don't see it right now, the moment that you start to shout, you start to break the walls of Jericho. Those walls of Jericho start to break down. Realize this, everybody has a wall of Jericho. That wall of Jericho is that thing that's stubborn, that just won't move. He told the people, he said, if y'all march around that thing seven times, and on that seventh time, I need you to open up your mouth and start to shout. I need y'all to open up your mouth. You done marched around that thing long enough. It's time for you to open up your mouth and start to shout. And once you start to shout, watch that wall start crumbling down. Watch that anxiety start to crumble. Watch that brokenness start to crumble. Watch that depression start to crumble. Watch that stuckness. Watch that agitation. Watch that anger. Watch that rage. Come on now. Move into your land of plenty. He says, a planting of the Lord for the display of his splendor. When I tell y'all God don't play about you, he just wanted to make sure you was going to be in alignment. He wanted to make sure you was getting to the right place. And this is real, real good. Hey, that situation is crumbling. Come on, I need y'all to tell it. That thing is crumbling. It's crumbling. So y'all need to go get the broom. Some of y'all need to go sweep your house. Some of y'all, when y'all get home, I need y'all, this is your assignment. Go sweep your house. Go sweep your entire house. Leave no dust on the ground. That's a sign that my wall of Jericho has crumbled, and I'm sweeping that thing on out the door. Baby, sweep it out the door. It's no longer here. That situation is crumbling. Come on. I need you to receive it. Go and sweep your entire house. And it's a sign, it's a demonstration that thing that was worrying me, that thing that was agitating me, I'm in my new era. I ain't got time for it. I'm not just talking about it, I'm being about it. I'm serious. I just told y'all, we ain't got time for this. Our words have to align, and I'm going to have a demonstration of it. I'm going to show God that I'm serious. I'm going to go sweep this thing. All of it. All of it. He's calling divine order back into our life. Every day you wake up from this day forward. Every day you wake up from this day forward, good news will be your portion. Good news will be your portion. Listen, every day you wake up, I need you to type it in. Every day I wake up, good news will be my portion. Good news will be my portion from this day forward. I will go and look for good news. God surprised me in every good way. Good news will be my portion. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for it. Approved, Dannella. Received, Dannella. Come on. It's done, Dannella. It's been taken care of. Shara, a happy payday, Reed. I need you to get with it. I need you to get with it. Here are your keys. Go look for your good news. Go look for it. Approved. Hey, I'm pleased to inform you. Go look for it. Go look for it. You owe us nothing. That's my portion. Everything has been paid in full. That's my portion. It's already been taken care of. Hey, y'all get with it. You've already been upgraded. It's all paid, all inclusive. Hey, you are blessed. That's my portion. Good news shall follow me. Signs and wonders shall follow me. The case is settled. Come on now. Good news shall follow. That's my portion. And it shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever and ever. What seemed like it was a distance away, God has moved it to your front door. He's doing an exchange. You see, in the scripture I just read to you in Isaiah 61, I want you to take note of what's happening. There's an exchange that's happening. He said, give me those ashes and I'm going to give you beauty. Come on, exchange it with me. Give me your worry and I'm going to give you peace. There's an exchange. God is trying to, a change of the guards. You get it, Mallory. Come on now. He's saying, give me what you have and I'll give you what I have. And I just need y'all to release it to him. I told y'all, go sweep your door. And when you open up your front door, and as you're sweeping out that wall of Jericho, as you're sweeping out that stress, and as you're sweeping out all of that agony, as you're sweeping out all of that mess, right? God is at that front door and he's exchanging you. Peace of mind. Hey, a good measure. He's giving you resources. Come on, I need you to receive it. He's giving you good health. He's giving you good news. When the mailman comes today, know that it's coming with good news. That's your portion. That's your portion. Receive it. God is about to raise up somebody. Here's your affirmation and we're done. Here's your affirmation for today and we're done. That's it. God is about to raise up somebody somewhere to use their skills, their resources, their influence, their connections, and their abilities to help finance your life, to help better your life. God is about to raise up somebody somewhere to use their skills, their resources, influence, and connections to help better your life. Come on, he's doing it for me. I need you to say it. He's doing it for me. If he's doing it for you, I need you to say, I'm claiming it. He's doing it for me. He's doing it for me. Make it personal. It's okay. You can be selfish right now. I need you to do it. He's doing it for me. He's doing it for me. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I have a wonderful business. I have a wonderful class in a wonderful way. I do wonderful work for wonderful pay. Come on. It's done. It's done. Now, here's the key, y'all. Here's the key. After you received it, I need you to go look for it. Don't grow weary in good things. When you say, well, I haven't seen it yet, it's coming, it's coming. I need you to continue to look for it. Stand in that. It's coming, it's coming. It's here. Right now, it's here. He's doing it for me. Because here's what I know. He's no respecter of man. And so what he's done for one, baby, he'll do it for all. He can do it for me. But if he's done it for Cece, he can do it for Dannella. If he's done it for Dannella, he can do it for Mallory. If he's done it for Mallory, baby, he can do it for Chloe. If he's done it for Chloe, he can do it for Chastity. If he's done it for Chastity, then surely he can do it for Reed. If he's done it for Reed, baby, yes indeed, he can do it for Island Beauty. He can do it for all of us. He's done it for me. I love y'all. I pray that this class has blessed you. I pray that it has encouraged you. I pray that you now spend more time with the Lord. And you understand how vital it is. How vital your relationship with him is. It's personal. It's between you and him. It's between you and him. I thank y'all for coming to class. It's been a blessing. It is always a treat to come before you and to release what God has given me for y'all, for all of us. We in this together. Blessing on blessing. Come on. Amos 9, 13 and 15. Blessing on blessing. So many, it's going to make your head swim. So many, it's going to make your head swim. He said, but I'm giving you divine order. And so you're not going to be confused. You're not going to be confused, but you're going to have options. He said it's going to be like you at a buffet table. And you get to pick what you want. But here's the thing about the buffet. When you don't want it, when you don't pick it, they don't take it away. You get to go back for seconds. You get to go back for thirds. You get to go back as many times as you want. He said the buffet is open for you. You got options. So many, it'll make your head swim. One on the heel of another. Blessing. Hey, blessing. Pouring down like fine wine, he says. And he gonna make it right again. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. I need y'all to stand in it. I thank you guys for sewing into the class. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook and Instagram, the ways to sew are pinned right here on the bottom of the page. And so I thank you for sewing into our class. We're able to help each other. We're able to help cousins pay their rent and prepare for their children going to school. And we are able to help our cousins go to therapy and get the help that they need. We're able to bless others and be God's hands and feet. Love you too, Reed. We're able to be the lender and not the borrower, just as we confess and profess, right? We're able to do the things that God has called us to do when you sow out of your generosity. When you say, listen, I can sow, I can give because God has given it to me, a good measure pressed down and shaken together. When you don't say, well, I sold the last time, or I gave the last time, or I don't have it, or they better, we all struggling. When you say, aside from myself, I'm going to sow so I can bless somebody else. I'm going to sow so I can help somebody else. God takes that into account. He said, when you've done for the least, you've done for me. He said, when you've done for those, you've taken care of what's my business. You've done what blesses me, what helps me. And so I'll give it back to you, a good measure. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on Monday. We're going to start a whole new series. I'm going to take some time this week to see what the Lord is going to give us for this series that's coming up, but it's going to be gooder and gooder, betterer and betterer. I love y'all. Make sure you stay intentional about your weekend. Don't let nothing slip out of your mouth that's negative or idle. Don't let nothing slip out of your mouth that's negative or idle. And don't you dare send out no energy that you got to get back, because you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So don't you dare send out nothing that you can't afford. Hey, my BFF April, don't you dare send out nothing you can't afford. If you can't afford having nobody talking about you and nobody sending no negative energy back, baby, don't you dare send it. Don't you dare send no stubbornness, no meanness, no jealousy. Don't you send that stuff out. It's expensive, baby. That's a check. Y'all remember your mama said you gonna cash a check, you gonna write a check you can't cash. Don't you send nothing out that you can't afford. It's expensive, baby. Your life is dependent on it. Your goodness and your future, your era that you're in, this era that you're in right now, the prosperity of it and the longevity of it, how long you stay in this thing depends on what you do and what you say and how you behave. I don't care. We're not matching energy. We're not matching energy. We're not matching negative energy. You can't afford it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You can't afford it. That prayer that you've been praying for God to release a blessing on you. I'm trying to go, but the Holy Spirit won't let me. I'm trying to leave, y'all. I keep backing my chair up so I can get up. Listen, that prayer, that blessing you've been asking for overflow, for God to give you increase, for God to open up a door for a new job, for God to release your heart so that you can be loved in the way that you desire to be loved in, for you to be honored in a way that you desire to be honored in. I'm telling you, it depends on what you send out. You send out hate, you cannot afford it. Your era, this place that you're in, will be elongated or shortened based on what you send out. I'm telling you, and you can't afford it. Because just when you think things are getting good and you start to try to rain on somebody else's parade, the moment that you think things are getting good and you start to throw jealousy or competition on somebody else, and you start to say, well, they ain't that good, the moment you open up your mouth, all you're doing is sowing something you're going to have to reap later, baby. I promise you, you can't afford it. This ain't that season, Shauna. I know you think you got a bank account on swole, right? And I'm not talking about money right now. I'm talking about, I know you think that you can afford to talk negative about somebody. You can talk about, well, they hurt me, so I'm going to hurt them back. They did this to me, so I'm going to do it back to them. And all I'm doing is telling them, that I'm just doing the same thing they did to me. You can't afford it. Baby, you can't afford it. I can't fuss at my husband for not taking the trash out even though he saw it. You can't afford it, Jasmine. You can't afford it. I'm telling you. You cannot afford it. You can't afford to fuss at them kids and get all outraged and have that outrage in your heart. You can't. Baby, you're going to have to release it. You're going to have to release it. Because, listen, I'm here for a long time, not just a good time. I'm in this era for a long time. I plan on relaxing in this era of my life. Not just getting it and having a good time and then having to leave it and go back to the land of hell. I don't want to go back there. I've moved from that place. I packed my luggage. Matter of fact, I left the luggage. I left everything there. And I moved into the land of plenty, because in the land of plenty, I lack no good thing, so I didn't even have to take nothing with me. I'm here for a long time, not just a good time. Come on. You hear me, TikTok? You want to have a good night, or you want to have a good rest of your life? Choose this day. Choose it. That's all I'm going to say. I love y'all. I got to go. Let me hurry up and turn this thing off before I have to go in to say something else. I love